bitches.
I totally caught that, too.
Good.
Good. Alrighty. Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another Otaku Crypt podcast. Like I said, this is actually one of 2 or 3 that I'm recording live at FrostCon. In a lovely 25th floor room. I can see the CN Tower, like, right out the window. Oh. One of my guests decided to go with lotus position and already has a foot cramp.
It was from my shoes.
Oh, man. But anyway, my guests for today's podcast are just 2 hyperactive, but you can't help but love them ladies. Natasha of Purblind Cosplay. Say hi to the people.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going, lovely ladies? Lovely ladies specifically.
Ladies, that is an open invitation. Look up her Jinx pictures
True.
and tell me you don't want a piece of that.
Back off. She's mine.
And the other guest taking claim to her territory, Mira of Becketry Cosplay. How are ya?
Hi, I'm gay.
All right. Okay.
Not entirely.
Mostly.
Mostly, not entirely.
If you aren't a Square Enix boy, I don't want it.
Well, apparently that's going to be the tone of this podcast, and I think I like it. So how's your FrostCon experience been so far?
It's been pretty good. A lot of people have been coming up to me and like, "Are you Purblind?" and like taking pictures with me, and some people are saying like the sweetest things, and someone gave me like a really nice gift and like it had a card in it, and it like told me to like be really good to myself and stuff, and it just everyone's been so sweet. I've been having a good time. I've been kind of anxious, but like you can't really avoid that. Despite being anxious, I've had a great time. I'm really excited for my panel tonight.
Yes. What is the topic of your panel
It's
again?
an interactive Danganronpa murder mystery panel.
Ooh.
So basically it's like Clue in a panel, and you interact with the characters from Super Danganronpa 2 and the first Danganronpa game.
Ooh.
And you find out who murdered the student.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I didn't even realize they were doing things like that.
Yeah, I'm
yet.
playing Toko Fukawa, but I also get to play Genocider Syo. And
Nice.
I'm so ready.
Awesome. And Mira, how's your day been so far?
I'm tired and my feet hurt, but I'm also very happy.
There you go.
My friends are
Happy
very
to be with waifu.
my friends are babes, mostly that one.
You know it.
And people are babes.
You know it. You've got you're wearing your Ash costume.
Yeah.
And
Dad Ash.
Dad Ash.
So
How long did that one take? Like, 'cause that one kind of sprung up, right? Or was I just not paying attention?
I started it in November, and I was nearly finished for DTAC, but then I didn't work on it until like a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it just kind of mostly happened in the past week, and that's why it's a trash can. But I tried, and I
She lies. It looks nice.
It does look nice. It does
Right
look
me.
nice. There are a couple candid snaps of it at least. But and by the way, you totally they had to come up here earlier into my room to borrow an iron.
I had to iron my Fukawa cosplay.
Yes.
And then I was like twerking aggressively in my Rize costume.
You got a really nice show.
Yes. Yeah, you totally left that here
Oh,
too.
thank you.
There you go. She left some makeup up here. That's right. Ladies just leaving stuff in my room. And
I'm 5.
that's the
High
vibe
definition
and everything.
powder.
Yes.
It'll get everywhere. It will get all over your black costume. Don't open that.
Take a look at this snout.
Guys, this is basically every conversation with Natasha. I want you guys to know that.
People think I'm like some normal like white girl. I tried so hard.
She couldn't even get through her own
Depressing.
sentence without snorting about that one.
Just stop it.
But yes. Oh, Tasha. So I pretty much found Tasha. I think it was just kind of, the bouncing around who were the local cosplayers thing. And then you came up. No, actually, the first time I ever saw you, you were in your Jinx costume. I think I've told you this. And in the video, you did the maniacal laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I remember that.
And I just loved it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you're in that. It's the MTAC video.
I am,
You
because
do-
I'm like laughing. I'm like, ah!
You're doing the
and I
maniacal
shoot my
laugh.
gun, yeah.
Yes. And yeah, that was pretty much been the tone of everything.
I like crazy girls. What can I say?
I don't like crazy girls. Oh, oh.
Ow!
Little bro fist.
I punch hard.
Too much power. Over 9,000.
That's why you don't hit on me unconsensually, because I'll punch you.
Yeah, someone was just hitting on me in Tim Hortons, and Nat was ready to start a fight.
I almost fought him.
Nat was straight up ready to start a fight.
Because I'll play the girlfriend card, even though we're not dating. I'll just be like, I'm sorry, that's my GF. Like, and he's like, oh, I know. I'm like, no, just don't touch her. Don't even talk to her. And like, he's like, is there like an anime con going on? I'm like, yes. And he's like, oh, is this still open? Yes. And he's like, oh, have a nice day. I'm like, bye. I'm stone cold.
That was amazing. And stuff. Oh, but that is like why I knew I had to have you two together, because you're friends and you're hilarious. The Instagram feed between the two of you is
Lord.
hysterical.
Beautiful. You should have seen, was it this fan expo or the fan expo before, when you chased me around your apartment with the broom? And I'm like, I'm squeaking, and she's chasing me around her apartment, and it's just a shaky cam of me going, running around her apartment with a wig cap on and like a wig half on. And
I'm pretty sure that was last Fan Expo.
You can see
that
these
was when I was a
scenes
baby.
in the new found footage movie Project Almanac. There's like time travel, and then they randomly cut to Natasha screaming. Yeah.
They always cut to me screaming.
Yeah.
If you think us on Instagram is good, just follow us on Twitter.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Wait.
That is an entire other can of worms, because
No!
you want there's some dialogue of a semi-adult nature that goes on for a good 30 to 40 replies. Basically, they've taken a private chat and made it public.
Yeah, it's basically the same conversations we have like every day, because it's like, wake up, message Mira. She does the same thing. She'll be like, what up? I'm awake. And we'll just kind of talk until one of us passes out.
It's beautiful.
It's lovely. And we've been doing that for like 2 years. Yeah.
It just hasn't stopped.
Yeah.
God,
That's like, I said that to her one time. I'm like, we started talking like 2 years ago, and we kind of never stopped talking. It's cool.
That's cool. So while we're on that, how did you guys meet?
Homestuck.
Yeah, we went to a Homestuck meet together.
And I thought she was like 20. And I looked at her and like, you are so pretty.
I was 12.
And then she was like, no, you were 13.
Was I?
Yeah, you
Oh,
were
okay.
Rose. And
Yeah.
she was really cute. And then she smiled and there was a bunch of lipstick on her teeth. I'm like, aw, sweetie.
I was
But the thing
3.
is, we're both like super awkward, like
Nothing.
around with that. Like, we always get lipstick on our teeth and stuff. We'll just be like, hey there. Purposefully like rub it on my teeth and be like, hey Mira.
I don't remember us meeting. I just remember the first conversation we had on Facebook.
Oh, no.
No, kids like
We're not
No,
bringing that
I'm not
conversation
bringing that up.
no, kids might be listening.
Very, very lewd.
Yes.
You'd.
Yes. Which again, is just kind of very you, because even in our little interview that we did, I brought this up earlier, but it's basically with no prompting, Natasha will bring up her own ass.
I'll
a
bring
good
up
ass.
Natasha's ass. I love Natasha's ass.
She'll like come up to me at a con and I won't know where she is, and she'll just like grab my butt and make me scream in front of like hundreds of people, and then I'll turn and I'll be like, then she'll like go like wah at me, and it's happened so many times because I might talk the talk but I can't walk the walk. I'm a chicken.
The instant and unexpected grope happens, you've just lost all the bravado.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It meme.
But yeah, definitely, this is definitely kind of, you talking about finding out she was 12. I had that moment with you, Natasha. It was
It didn't like freak me out. It was more so like, ah, yes, another one of you.
Yeah, it was basically like, you had, and it came right at a very awkward time. It was when you did the underwear version of Ryoko, and it was
Oh
like,
my lord.
yeah. So
Rip.
yeah. So yeah, there, it was a picture of, it was Brigitte was the school uniform, and then there was.
Yeah.
There were two Ryokos, and then there's Natasha in the striped bra and panties, and I'm like,
That was actually pretty fun to do with Brigitte.
it was great. It was great, and it was just like, wow, Natasha's proportions are much greater than I realized. And
I hide all of that just
Yep.
because.
yep, and she's a surprisingly voluptuous lady. And then
Go to your happy place.
Go to the happy place. Go to the happy place. And then I find out that Natasha is how old?
17 and a half.
Yeah, talk about cringeworthy moments, folks.
I'm canon Ryuko age though, so you can't hate. Appreciate.
Yep. That was great. But
Dude, I can't wait until next Anime North. Like, I'm doing the Gilgamesh with a really short shirt and heels. I'll be 16. And I will
One word.
Yeah.
Underboob.
Yeah.
underboob.
I'm waiting till I'm 18 to do underboob because this summer I have planned to do Ryuko's transformed uniform.
Yes.
Because
Battle
she's my girl. I'll just sit there sometimes and look at all the Kill la Kill prints on my wall and just like pet them and be like, I love you so much. And I just get so passionate.
It's so easy for you to find prints of your waifu.
Yeah, but come on, let's just say that it was an amazing show.
Mm-hmm.
It was so good. It was definitely, my show of the year last year.
It made me cry so much. I just go back and watch it because there was a lot of stuff that I'd relate to, but it wasn't it was hard to kind of explain how I'd relate to it. And I tried to explain it to people and they're like, that's just stupid. But on personal levels, I'd just be watching the show and be like, oh my God, I really, really connect with that. Yeah. And I'd just be like, am I crying? Oh, I guess I am crying.
But it was just that show to me, explaining Kill la Kill to people is kind of like, well, have you seen Gurren Lagann? You know how the mechs just kind of transform with no prompting? Well, imagine those mechs are clothes.
It's basically over clothing dominating the world. And then people are like, no, that's not possible. And then they watch all of it and they're like, oh.
It's possible. And it's happening. But yeah, definitely a great show. But since we're talking about you guys and not Kill la Kill, even though I could, I think we've had this discussion before kind of in our interviews, but you're relatively new to cosplay.
Yeah, I've been cosplaying 2 years.
2 years. What? Yeah. And I'm surprised because the level of your craftsmanship and everything does not suggest a newbie. Have you always?
Thank you.
You're welcome. But have you always been sewing? Is that kind of the thing?
I have been sewing 1 year.
1 year, really?
Yes.
Wow, you learn fast.
I have been sewing exactly. I started actually last FrostCon. That was the first cosplay I sewed entirely, and that was my Annie from League.
Oh yes, yes.
And I have come a very far way. I couldn't raise my arms in that dress. And now I'm in something that I've used multiple types of interfacing in and pleating. And I'm a cute little Sukeban girl now.
Yay! Kill something. The cutest little sailor uniform.
Squat.
And Mira, how long have you been cosplaying now? We haven't really been able to have a lengthy conversation, so I'm not sure about these things with you.
I started cosplaying in September of 2012. Early November of 2012, and just before I turned 13. Oh my God, I was so little. I was a homestuck, so I'm not really sure if I count that as actual cosplay experience.
Not many people do.
I think it does some point, because it does teach you about sealing your goddamn paint.
That's my water, you cunt.
I know. I'm drinking your water because I'm thirsty.
Stay thirsty, my friends. But yeah, I started doing not homestuck cosplays that summer.
Awesome.
Summer 2013.
When we did Danganronpa the first time, and I hot glued ribbon to broadcloth to make a collar. And I had my stepmom sew it with black thread. And it was white.
So little.
I looked like such trash, but I was so proud of myself.
At least it wasn't my first costume, which for one, it was from G Gundam, the Gundam series that nobody knows because it's basically an exercise in racism.
Oh,
God. For those who don't know, of the pantheon of Gundam series, G Gundam revolves around basically all of the elite of the world moved up to space and space colonies, but their space colonies are basically just cutouts of iconic things. It's swaths of land that are cut out into iconic symbols. Neo America is literally a star with the Statue of Liberty in the middle of it.
That is so beautiful.
That's a space colony in G Gundam. And basically, and then every 4 years they have basically the Gundam Olympics. Every 4 years, the Gundams go to Earth. Each country sends a Gundam to fight, and the guy who wins, their country, gets to rule.
That is so incredible.
The Earth sphere. Now, let's get to where this goes really wrong, other than the fact that, the iconic swaths of land. Basically, every Gundam is a country stereotype.
Oh no.
Yes.
No.
Aside from your main cast, like, you know, Japan, the main character is Domin.
I just took a selfie.
She just took a selfie. Podcasting selfie.
Selfies, don't even shit.
Yeah. But basically, the only guy who has a cool Gundam is the guy from Japan.
Oh man.
He has the Shining Gundam.
That's real.
And it's, you know, it's totally kick-ass, other than the fact that his finishing move is to melt the head off his other guys, and it's like his hand glows. But he has to, as this was such a 90s thing, he has to shout, "Shining Finger!"
That sounds like Naruto.
It does. It was very, very Naruto.
Be gone with the thunderclap.
Bam!
Thanks, Sasuke.
You're welcome.
Sasuke is me.
But, so Domin has the only cool Gundam. And then basically think of a country and think of the most stereotypical thing you can think of that country, and that was that country's Gundam. Like, so let's just, you know, we're Canadians. The Canadian Gundam was the Grizzly Gundam.
Oh my
complete with lumberjack axes.
Oh my god. That's beautiful. I want to be that.
Right? And so Neo Norway, just guess.
Are they made of like Yeah.
Neo Norway, Viking Gundam.
I'm so happy. But just that's the only thing I think of when I think of Norway. Yeah.
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 But yeah, Neo Norway.
Big summer blowout. Woo.
Yeah. Yeah. So they had the Viking Gundam, and it did have a ship with paddles.
Okay, that's really cool.
That's actually so cool.
So, but basically everything in it, every country had, you know, kind of a you know, the stupid stereotype of the country was that country's Gundam. And yeah, it was just bad. It's kind of one of those things you need to watch with friends just to laugh at.
Ah, yes.
And complete
Sword Art Online?
Sword Art Online.
Oh my god.
Shit taste online.
Oh, you didn't like that one, eh?
Mira hates Sword Art Online so much. It's ridiculous.
Hate Sword Art Online.
Okay.
I will. Oh my god.
I want to hear this actually because
I want to hear about Mira's hatred because it's so funny.
Shit. Every fucking named girl.
This one gets the explicit rating.
Every single named female in that show falls in love with Kirito.
Okay.
His little sister falls in love with fucking falls in love with Kirito.
But don't they? This is the only way I can explain it. They pull the porn move and basically say, well, he's actually adopted, so it's okay.
That's oh my god. And the fact is, like, the universe, like, the thing is, the universe and looking at it is beautiful. Like, I'm so salty because I actually really like the art style. I don't mind it so much, and I really, really love the character design and, like, just the design in general. But then, like, the plot is fucking shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? And, like, the season 2, the fucking I'll find.
Season 2?
I watched season 2. When do you think the sister fell in love with him? That was in season 2 when she had these fucking massive ass titties.
It was basically that was the first series. It's like it's 12 episodes. If you want to call it 12 episode seasons, it's the second half of the first season. That's what I say because there is Sword Art Online 2 now.
But yeah. That was just so needless. And, like, the fact... And it's just so sexist and gross. And Kirito doesn't even have a character. He's just, like, this blank slate for anime otakus to project themselves on. He's, like, the Bella of anime. It sucks.
Oh, my god!
Shit
True words.
Online.
True shade thrown by Becketry Cosplay. Only here for the SmackDown.
Okay.
Milk in the shade cow.
I
Milk
will.
in the shade cow.
I will totally throw some agreement your way in saying that yes, Kirito. It was basically embodied by the fact that, you know, when Sword Art Online was clearly, like, very popular ratings wise, like it was getting lots of views. Mm-hmm. What was the only cosplay that year? Everybody was Kirito.
And Asuna.
There was
Kirito.
Nobody else, and there were so many. There were way
Anime
cooler.
North. My
Yes,
first
you
Anime
were there.
North. I walk in and I'm like, what is this?
There's literally, I gotta find this shot. There's
I was
literally
so scared.
a picture of 50 Kiritos together.
That's so hardcore.
That's too many.
That's like more than Kill la Kill with Ryuko.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there were like 27 Ryukos confirmed for Saturday of AN, but like there were like 50 Kiritos on the Friday alone.
It was a terrifying, dark.
And I was just
fucking
kind
time.
of I didn't even know what Sword Art Online was. And so I walk in and I'm like, oh, and I was cosplaying Ramona Flowers, and I was horrified because I was like, what is going on? Why are there so many orange Chans and black Chans, and they have the weird jacket? I don't like it. And they were like, look, some of them were like really greasy too, and it scared me.
Like, I've hated Sword Art Online since I was like 13 years old. Like, my first true anime hatred was Sword Art Online, when I was just seeing it on my fucking dash all the time. It's like, what the fuck is this shit?
I binge watched it too. I think I was sick.
Same.
I was sick and I binge watched it, or I was home alone and I binge watched it.
I was supposed to be working, but I binge watched Sword Art Online. Out of all the animes I could binge watch.
For me, Sword Art Online was always tainted because it was basically Dot Hack to me, and I'm a big Dot Hack Sign fan.
I have never watched Dot Hack.
Dot Hack Sign, came out in the 2000s, right? And the plot of the original was kind of the same thing, but there was one person who was stuck in the game. It wasn't everybody, but it was basically it was main character Tsukasa.
The first thing I thought of when someone told me about being stuck in a thing is I'm like, is this Tron the anime?
Literally.
There you go. That's good. That's a pretty good comparison.
I love Tron, and I was like, you know what, like.
This isn't Tron. Tron is better. I haven't even seen Tron.
As soon as I heard Mira talking about how they sexualized a 14-year-old, I was like, not my thing.
Which one? Like
Asuna.
The sister.
Asuna
No.
first, though, right? Didn't she have like the panty shots in like
I
the
think
manga or something?
Asuna was older.
Okay.
Yeah,
But the
Asuna
sister was
older.
sexualized
But
too.
yeah, but we see her straight up in her underwear. Like, it's an ecchi anime.
And it's like, as much as like certain people are into that and
but
stuff,
remember,
like
they were married by then. Air quotes.
that's so
17.
freaky. That's so freaky. And like, obviously, it's
Okay.
one thing to have sexualized characters and like stuff with a point, but if there's like just we're just gonna throw it in there because fan service
Why did
doesn't
we
set
see
a very
the
good
sister in the
example.
shower? Why did we see the sister in the shower?
Okay,
Why did she
why
have
don't we
these
just-
massive tits?
Why don't we just
Me.
Why don't we just summarize how badly sexual that show got with the fact that Asuna's parents were apparently approving
Of her marrying!
her in a coma marrying some creep.
It was horrible. What
Like-
the fuck was that plot line?
Parents did that, I'd probably pee on them.
This was pretty bad.
Like,
And then season 2 they kind of come back to like how Asuna's mother kind of
That's
controls
like
her
in
life.
Kill
but
Bill when they like prostituted the chick in a coma.
that was bad.
That left such a bad taste in my mouth. But I also watched it when I was 12, and I really shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
For me, the scene that always stuck with me was the anime scene, the Oren Origins one.
Okay.
And like that one stuck with me when they show her parents getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
That messed me up a little.
dude, I watched Queen's Blade when I was like 12. I was 11 or 12 on Netflix.
Are we gonna
just
have
watching
Are we gonna
fucking
have
Queen's
Are we gonna have Queen's Blade?
No,
chat?
I only watched the first episode. I couldn't get past
Okay.
there, but I really want to watch the rest. 'Cause
You gotta get
it's so
past that
fucked.
first
I
episode.
forget.
You got
Oh.
Milona, like that is the most sexual moment in all of them, but
Have
they
you-
get it out right away.
Have you ever seen Girls Bravo?
Oh
No.
my god. I have never
It's
seen Girls Bravo. I'm
Freaking
so scared.
iconic. I just found it.
Is this
Like-
the one where the guy he falls into an alternate dimension
yes,
of girls?
yes,
Yeah, okay.
Falls through a bathtub into a world full of women, and he's the only man, and they're all so thirsty. And within the first 2 minutes of the show, you see like a naked lolly, and this is on Netflix. My aunt, she's like, I watched this show called Girls Bravo on Netflix. It was interesting, so I checked it out, obviously, and I was watching it with my mom. And it goes up and like I'll watch anime with my mom sometimes. Like my mom's young. She was like a teen in the 90s and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're watching it and the lolly comes out of the bathtub completely naked. And she looks at me and goes, what the fuck is this? And we watched the entire rest of the episode and like there was a lot of titty, but it was like a lot of like 10-year-old titty.
Oh my
So
God,
it was like,
fucking watch Girls Bravo.
it was alarming, and it was just, it looked like they were trying so hard to make something like super sexualized because they were like, ooh, he's the only boy in the world.
Which to me, like immediately, like the logic part of my brain triggers and goes like, so if he's the only boy in the world, how do they know that he's like they're supposed to do something with him?
Yeah, exactly,
where
that
are the
too.
lesbians?
They're like, we're looking for a man. I'm like,
At least I've been really into this show called well, not really into. I've been watching it. It's Cross Ange Rondo of Angel and Dragon.
I've heard Cross Ange is shit.
It's I'm watching it because it's like they're just mashing so many genres that it's like, how could you possibly make this work? But at least in that one, it's kind of, it's not that the world itself only has women. It's kind of this little world that they get put into only has women, and so they immediately start banging each other.
I could live there.
Yeah, it's
okay.
like,
Maybe not the banging part, but I could like aggressively hold your hand.
there you go. And there are moments like that. There is like they form families, but it's also like some of them it becomes really sexual really quick.
Oh lordy.
Yeah, but basically, to summarize that show, it's about a cast of pretty much only girls in mechs fighting dragons.
My dick is hard.
Speaking about girls and necks, have you watched Gunbuster?
Gunbuster.
No.
Oh my god! Please watch Gunbuster. Shut up.
She pretty much thinks Gunbuster is just the sunshine of the world. Like
it is the sunshine of the
sun
world.
shines out of its ass.
There's so much mecha Yuri. It's like this story about like it was Neon Genesis Evangelion before Neon Genesis Evangelion was Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Galleon.
Just say
Fuck
Ava.
off.
Just say Ava.
Ava.
Gee, I always go nugget. I love nugget.
Like it's by Hideki Anno, and I'm not sure it was in the 80s. I'm pretty sure it was in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a 6-episode OVA about a bunch of teenage girls in mechs, and it's so fucked. Like it's so fucked in a good way. I loved it so much.
I want to date all of them.
Have you even watched it?
I watched the first 3 episodes with you.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Please finish it, please, and then watch Die Buster, which is the 2014 sequel. No, 2004 sequel. No, it's my wife.
I want to, but I have no time.
We'll have. Oh yeah, after the Katsu Crunch.
Yeah, I'm dying underneath the pressure of making all of my Katsucon cosplays.
I know. So it's amazing. Like so much of my kind of anime friend circle is going to Katsucon this year, and that's surprising because it's not
my dream.
because it's not a.
Are you going?
I'm not going.
Yeah. Oh my god! What the fuck? Your hands are so big.
I know. Like I'm a giant of a person. I know.
How big are your feet?
They're size 13s.
I don't know what that means.
That's like a size 15 women's. I don't like these.
That's terrifying.
Sorry. Feet are going away.
Don't worry, he's wearing socks.
I have 2 pairs of socks actually.
Okay, that's good. I
You've
knew
got so much layers.
these guys at my old school when I was in like middle school.
Oh, no.
So obviously like 5 seconds ago.
I'm 12.
Me.
That's what I do when people try to hit on me in public. They're like, "Hey, little lady." I'm like, "I'm 12 years old."
and
I'll
in the
just go
outfit
really
she's
high
wearing
pitch.
right now, it would totally work.
It would work exactly. Long sleeved seifuku, and like the skirt goes down past my knees.
Yes.
But
yeah, so just kind of like, you're saying you're finding stuff from the 80s. Do you guys like actively look for older anime then?
I do. Mira doesn't like it because she's got a stick up her ass.
I have a graphic stick up my ass. The only video games I really get into are video games that are pretty.
She's an asshole.
I'm sorry, okay?
You anus.
I would shove the entirety of Square Enix up my ass if I could. Don't
Whereas
even play
I'm like
games.
watching a playthrough of like all the classic Resident Evil games because I played them when I was like 3 or 4 with my dad. And right now I'm working through Silent Hill because I obviously was not allowed to see that one. And I really like older games and older anime. Like that's something I really like. I watched Akira over the winter break because everyone was surprised that I had never seen it. And I was actually surprised I had never seen it because even my dad's seen it.
It's almost.
It was incredible.
It is like that one that kind of permeated everything. Like I'll listen to other people and when they don't know anime, but they know Akira.
Yeah, no, like Akira is it's such a good foundation, and you can see so many tropes found in Akira, found in like other future anime, and just the fact that something was so revolutionary. Even Kanye West is like inspired by Akira. He's written like music based on Akira.
Yeah. Whereas, that was kind of a time that a lot of that stuff kind of permeated into other things. Like, I'm going to have a more lengthy discussion with a friend of mine who's kind of an expert on this, but do you know that The Matrix is basically Ghost in the Shell?
Seriously?
And
I've never seen Ghost in the Shell, but I could see that.
So, and basically, and this is not like speculation, the Wachowski... Not the Wachowski brothers anymore. They're just the Wachowskis. The Wachowskis admitted to that. Like, they didn't try and hide it at all. When asked about it, they said, "Yeah, totally. We loved Ghost in the Shell, and a lot of these ideas came through like kind of shape of the ships. The plugs in the back of the neck from the Matrix are straight out of Ghost in the Shell."
I need to watch Ghost in the Shell because I fucking adored the Matrix.
And basically, well, and again, I'll want to talk with this more lengthy about my friend who's kind of a super fan. they're locking in a live action remake, a Hollywood live action remake
For Ghost in the Shell.
For Ghost in the Shell.
I'm really, really worried. I tend not to like Hollywood.
Here and this is the problem already that they've cast Scarlett Johansson as a character named Motoko Kusanagi.
Oh,
My mom tried to defend that.
mother!
She's like, oh, but like I'm pretty sure that character like could be white easily. She's like an android. And I'm like, mother, please sit the fuck down. I love you, but don't do that. We need more like people of color representation.
On the screen? What the fuck are you doing?
There's a
here,
TV playing in the background.
Hotel TV is on. Do I need to
Mira, you mad?
There, it's gone. It's gone.
Get the fuck out of my house.
But yeah, because they are talking about that, and they're like worried about whitewashing already, and
They whitewashed Akira. They're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, which white males should play these Japanese men in Japan?
yeah, they did that. They were talking about doing the same thing with Death Note, and it never happened. They were gonna have Zac Efron play Light.
To be fair, Zac Efron is Light Yagami. That is the only thing I will accept.
I really want Corbin Blue to be Light Yagami. Or L.
But so that was an example of like a classic anime that has really like affected not only anime but Hollywood stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and basically come on, you can't tell me Pacific Rim wasn't basically an homage to every
Pacific
mech anime.
Rim Job.
No, Pacific Rim was a classic mecha anime.
I've never
People are
seen
always
it.
saying that it's basically just NGE, but I'm like, no, it's a feel good movie. It's not NGE.
My thing is, I won't watch Pacific Rim until Mira finishes Ava. But since she doesn't like the classic animation, she hasn't finished Ava yet, so I haven't seen Pacific
You never
Rim.
said anything along those lines.
I'm saying it now.
Oh
I'm calling
sorry,
it a fight.
I'm sorry, Mira, but I kind of go with Natasha on this. Like, Ava's so essential.
I know. I'm halfway through and like I'm enjoying it, but I just keep I am enjoying it. I just keep forgetting to watch it.
It's especially as you get into the late. Are you gonna watch End of Ava too?
Yeah,
we
I'm
got
planning on
to.
watching End of Eva and then
Jacks off on a comatose body.
Yeah.
I'm so fucked up.
So fucked.
And then I'm gonna watch
And
the
best part about that before you gotta watch it and then immediately after watch it again with commentary. I'll lend you.
God.
I'll lend you my copy if you need it.
Oh my god.
The director himself calls it handful baby batter.
Fucking classic.
Just stay, or it might have been the director, or it was Spike Spencer himself, who's the voice of Shinji. He's like, "Yep, just standing over Asuka with a handful of baby batter."
Oh my lord!
I am myself.
All I know
Congratulations.
all I know about Eva is that Asuka is my waifu, and
Well, how far?
You think you can just say things to me?
I like how sometimes I'll just go into like Asuka voices and just stare at Mira and just be like, I'm gonna be the best Ava pilot, and then just be like, pucker up, Shinji. My voice cracked. I'm tired.
So happy.
But she'll just be like, oh, I don't understand, but I will.
You haven't gotten to that yet?
I haven't yet. Like I'm on.
Kissing because you're bored?
I'm like right past the Dance Like You Mean It episode.
Okay, Dance Like You Want to Win. Yeah.
Dance Like You Want to Win.
Yeah.
I really want to cosplay that outfit.
I'm
so badly.
straight up down to.
Oh,
cosplay
just
those
her
outfits.
casual at home.
I'd want to do the Dance Like You Want to Win.
Oh, the
you wanna
tight
do
black
Shinji or
shorts.
Asuka?
I'd probably do Shinji because I'm a little Shota boy.
Dude, can I be your Asuka for that? Cause
Sure, because I have a binder now. I can strap down those titties.
I'm sprung.
I also saw a really cute Ray design.
I might have to vacate the room. There is some talk going on here. They might need some alone time.
I won't do that. Just hold your hand.
There's a sun chip in there. There's a sun chip. Just eat the sun chip and then I'll hold your hand.
You're gonna get sun chip dust all over yourself.
Yeah, I have sun chip dust all over myself. That's the point of my life.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. But so clearly you've seen more classic animes then, and you've been deep
The
diving
only
into
reason
them.
I watched Die Buster was because my favorite cosplayer cosplayed from it.
Oh, there you go. Who's favorite
I'm gonna meet
cosplayer?
her in 2
I
weeks.
fucking hate you. My favorite cosplayer, well, like at the time, I think I might have a new one. My favorite cosplayer is Sephira. She's just a really big inspiration to me. Like, she's the reason I started
True inspiration.
Like,
Sweet cinnamon roll, too good for
too
this
good
earth.
for this world. Like, she's literally the reason I started cosplaying, and I love her a lot.
Awesome.
And her Elsa it keeps me
She's
warm
a
at night.
sweetheart.
Yeah.
That wasn't.
She follows me on Instagram, and when I found out, I actually had to run.
moment?
Like, I had to just kind of sit on the ground
Oh yeah.
and just kind of like look at it on Instagram. I'm like, I wonder who she follows. She only follows 99 people. And I just looked, and at the bottom it's me. It just says Purblind, and I'm like just shaking. I'm like, oh my god.
She follows me on like Tumblr and Facebook because I interacted with her.
She
and
follows me on
yeah.
Tumblr. I don't know if she follows my page.
She follows my page just because I shared
yeah.
something of hers.
I had that happen a little bit.
She
the
did
other
say
day.
she likes my cosplays, so she probably has seen my stuff, and
Nice.
that
I
makes
hate
me
you. I
really
hate
nervous because
you
she's gonna see
so
my costumes
much.
in real life. No, I'm peeing myself. I'm gonna need diapers for Katsucon.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna
Send diapers to Purblind
You're gonna have to
2K15.
send diapers for me at Anime North if
We'll make it a
if they come.
Kickstarter.
Like if they come to Anime North, I'm gonna need diapers the whole fucking weekend.
Mira has a hard-on for an agender cosplayer in Halifax.
They said they might come to Anime North. And
Tumblr user Von Vamp.
Yeah, and Natasha's just straight up like, I really hope they don't come because I just don't want to deal with you if they do.
If they do come, I'm literally just gonna like contact them like privately and just be like, so can you come up to this chick and just kind of like stare at her and like lick your lips and then just walk away. Like leave her alone for the entire rest of the con. Don't even talk to her. Just make her like just fall over and it'll be so funny.
You're a terrible human being.
I love you too. Yeah, don't get
What?
close to me. I become a bitch.
I need to be present for this with video rolling.
I would be dying.
So let's just kind of talk about that. You know, we've kind of been around conventions a bit more. That was lovely.
Burp time.
Have you had the chance to meet like a lot of people you follow? Maybe like more well-known cosplayers.
Not
And
really, because I don't travel for cons.
Well, like I met Jessica Negri.
yeah, same.
She was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
She liked my Tharja, which was cool.
Yeah, where'd you meet her?
Fan Expo.
At Fan
She
Expo?
gave me a lot of hugs, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, my I met her when she was doing the Lollipop Chainsaw promo.
You told me about that.
I told you about that.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my buddy Tom, we got zombied up, and we went to this promotional event. They were saying they were going to be letting you buy the game early. It didn't end up happening that way, but they did give you a discount thing. So basically, with the deposit I put on this discount thing, I bought it brand new for $20, which was cool.
Nice.
And basically, I went up to, I kind of got in line there, and here's the funny thing. I'm there with my buddy Tom. George Romero, master of horror flicks, like he invented the zombie movie, right, is there as well. And so Tom wants to go meet George Romero because he loves zombie movies. Dawn of the Dead, loved it. So he wants to meet George Romero, and I'm there to meet Jess Negri because I learned about her through, YouTuber Philip DeFranco, the news guy. And I saw her like during the contest to become Juliet.
For sure.
To become the Juliet. And so basically, I wait in line, and like they're showing the game around. I'm like, oh, this is going to be so much fun to play. And so I get up to the front of the line, and I just kind of say, I'm like thinking, I've never really met somebody who's kind of well-known like this. Am I going to spaz out? Am I going to be... I did okay. I was kind of lower octave than normal, a little shy. I said, like, I've been following you ever since I saw you on Philip DeFranco. I think you're great. And she just, like, she hugged me. I didn't go for the hug. She gave me a big hug. And Chelsea of Elsenore Cosplay Photography who keeps getting mentioned on this podcast.
I love her.
It's how I met everybody is why. She got the most perfect shot of me hugging Jessica Negri, and apparently I've never smiled that big.
Aww.
It is like...
Yay.
It's not as bad as me. I started crying in the line to meet Jessica because she saw me. She went, oh my god, that's Tharja. And then one of the people at her booth is like, yeah, she's been playing that like all the time lately. And she asked me for construction notes. And part of me just kind of shriveled up on the inside, and I was like, oh, wow.
I was like, well, I just jumped the shark on life.
I think that's why she hugged me too, because like she saw me crying. It was so bad. I was so embarrassed because I'd never met someone like popular like that.
Yeah. And then you find out that, she's pretty much a sweetie. There's like a lot of like mixed reviews on her, but like...
There's mixed reviews on everyone.
It's everybody, but like
there's mixed reviews on me. I'm a bad person depending on who you ask.
Right,
So.
right.
Everyone just kind of thinks that I stick to you like a leech because you're popular, but actually I just kind of like you.
Like maybe you're my friend or something.
Whoops.
Who knows? Like, could be.
I'm just gonna
maybe
quietly
you're a
at
human who
CGL.
can like.
I'm just gonna quietly.
or maybe she photoshopped
I don't go
it.
on CGL because it gives me extreme like anxiety, but.
I have a couple friends who keep me updated on what they think of me. God bless y'all.
That's what I have to say about CGL. It's so shocking it made me burp.
That's so real.
So yeah, like I said, like clearly that's like another person. I'm just kind of keeping a tally of like what the positive interactions with with her has been, and so far it's like all been positive.
I've heard mixed.
Same,
for sure.
Same. And I'm just trying to get more
But,
like
like,
first-hand accounts.
I'm not going to judge a person. Really, I try to be as forgiving as possible, even if someone's wronged me. I just kind of think about their situation, and like I think everyone has the potential to be a really good person, and
Except for
sometimes
some people are just cunts.
I don't believe that, but like
I do.
I feel like obviously people mess up, and just because you mess up doesn't mean that like you should never be given like a second chance. And I just like to be forgiving because I don't like being angry at people.
See, Nat's like
I just like having a big heart.
Nat's all philosophical and serious, and like that's the difference between us. Like Nat's just sitting over there talking about how like having a big heart and being a really nice person. I'm just sitting here thinking about how CGL sucks and how my feet hurt.
I just like
To which I
people.
say, this is what I always like to say with like friendships like that. You're good foils for one another.
Yeah.
Like
I
if you were
try and be-
exactly the
I'm-
same, it would be weird.
I
Exactly.
try and be a decent human being, but like
I get
better.
her too. I
I'm,
nudge her.
I'm better than everybody else, so like
I used to have to like poke her whenever she would shit talk people too much and be like, okay, all right, yep.
So,
They're right behind you.
so kind of coming off this can kind of be a early correlation of Jess Negri. Is the first time I ever saw Mira, she was dressed as Cinder.
yeah, I was.
She's a great Cinder.
Thank you, darling.
She's such a good Cinder.
The joke earlier was that I met Mira's legs before meeting Mira. Right, because that costume and Mira are all leg.
Very leg.
But
Leg so hot you fry an egg.
Leg of leg.
Lego leg.
But I just kind of like, as a obviously a fan of Ruby and whatnot, it's just that show's kind of a unique in the sense that it really caught on with anime fans, even though it's not truly an anime.
That's not an anime.
It's people have been calling it a Western anime, which is that's just one term that's been floating around. But it's kind of the same thing that happened with Last Airbender. It found the crowd, but
That's
it was
true.
right. It was that exact same feeling. And
on the subject of Avatar, oh my god, poor Asami.
yeah,
I'm probably doing Asami soon because I've
Ooh.
been poking
Yeah, I really
Rebecca
wanna be
to be
Asami
my
too.
Korra.
oh yeah,
Because she's like, hey, like I said, quote unquote, hey, I'm the mechanic lesbian. Well, kind of lesbian. And you're the. I said I was really tired and I feel so bad for saying this, but I said, and you're the dark lesbian. And then afterwards I like threw my hand over my mouth. I'm like, shit.
You're an art form.
I feel so bad for wronging people. I meant it
but-
innocently, but
no harm done. But just saying, like, I kind of just curious on a couple things, wondering why they got. Why do you think Ruby kind of caught on and got popular?
well, I know a lot of stuff. You go.
Yeah. So I have a lot to say about Ruby. It's a lot. It's like it's fun and wacky, like anime. Like a lot of Western, like most Western stuff is more like serious. It's more realistic, I guess.
Okay.
It's not quirky in the way that anime is. And Ruby is, I guess, more quirky in the way anime is. And, like, another reason why I reached out to it is that
Rooster Teeth.
Yeah, Rooster Teeth is really
That's
popular.
all I had to say.
Yeah, Rooster Teeth is really popular with a bunch of, like, with the geek crowd. And, like, it spread to the Rooster Teeth crowd, and then it spread from there. Because, like, I have never watched a Rooster Teeth video. Okay, you know what? No, that's a lie. I watched that one with the really shouty guy playing that
Rage
one
quit,
impossible...
Michael. Yes.
Yeah, I'm playing that really impossible Xbox game. That's me while video gaming, but this is the only Rooster Teeth video
That's
I've
like
ever
every
watched.
rage quit he does. The impossible Xbox game.
He's me. He's literally me.
It's so funny. Like that's how I actually got into Rooster Teeth. Is when I sew, I'll put on rage quit because, as I say, it keeps me from rage quitting. Because when I want to scream and swear and it's 3 a.m. and I'm trying to sew something,
He'll do it for you.
Michael does it for me, and I'll just be about to go like, ah, fuck, and then he'll just be like, ah, fuck, shit, damn it, Swish fucking cheese, god damn it, and I'll be like,
Swiss
thank
fucking
you,
cheese.
you got it, thanks, Michael, my homeboy.
But yeah, like Ruby is just fun in that it's not serious in the slightest. I don't consider Ruby serious in the slightest. It's literally just a fun, like, it's there for fun in my opinion. And until the plot picks up, that's my opinion on it. Like, it has no plot right now. And one thing I'm sad about is like the lack of character depth, because like most of the main girls have a bit of character depth, but like everything I love about Cinder is just stuff that I kind of think about her because she gets
I want
no
more character depth in the characters I care about more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Please give us more Juniper, and
But
TV
damn.
Bowl.
I love Lyren, like a love song.
Okay. It basically Ren and Nora are like quickly becoming an OTP because he's basically resigned.
Okay, but
it's basically
Pure Jean though.
Pure
Jean.
Pure Jean's gonna be so good.
I just want Cinder.
When I do Pura, I'm gonna like look at every single Jean and just be like,
Hey Natasha. Hey Natasha. I'm gonna be.
But while we're on the subject of TV, can we give a shout out to Monty, who is in the hospital?
Yes.
And just shout out to
He's
that
in the
guy.
hospital?
He's in the hospital. It was
He's
shout out, and
critical.
I hope he's okay.
feel better, homeboy.
Yeah, it was a very vague thing, but apparently like something's
Yeah,
wrong. He was
apparently there's
critical.
a risk
So
of him not recovering. So I'm just like kind of really hoping.
So, you know.
I feel that.
this
I feel that very hard.
this will be you know. I don't know when this podcast to be going up, but you know, regardless of events, you know, good feelings to him and his
Good
family.
feelings. And
Because
if it comes up within that time period, just go take a look at the Kickstarter, because I can't give them any money, and I'm sure they have plenty of money from that Kickstarter.
I'm poor.
We're very poor, but if you can give a little, medical bills in the U.S.
They're
are a
shit.
salty cunt.
Because none of you agreed to Obamacare.
Obamacare is life, people.
and you know, not to get too political, but even then, it wouldn't have worked that well if anybody had signed up. But so
Move
Monty
to Canada.
Move to Canada.
Canada's great.
It should just become South Canada, and
Yeah.
then we should just get rid of Harper.
Everything is Canada.
We're getting political here.
Can we make Anime Jesus the Prime Minister of Canada?
Got my vote.
Can that anime Buddha for that
Or
one anime?
Raptor Jesus?
Raptor Jesus.
Jesus is here. But yes,
I can't stop eating chips.
You eat all the sun chips?
Maybe.
I want sun chips.
They fit in my body. I consume them.
You have issues.
I'm like Kirby.
all right. This is Natasha. She says things.
I'm Kirby. I'll beat you in Brawl, and I'll just basically absorb you.
There you go.
Kirby's
There
a
you
little bitch.
I was gonna say suck you in, and then I was like, no, I will not do that.
go. No.
Never.
But and so this is kind of a going back to things that are I kind of just finding why people think they're popular is you're both League of Legends players, correct?
I play Leg of Leg, and then I forced Mira to start playing Leg of Leg.
And
There
now
we
I'm
go.
sitting here dressed as Ash.
There we go.
I was like, hey, you should cosplay League. And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, hey, you should play League with me. I don't know. And then I got her to play League, and she's like, I want to cosplay everything.
I have like 5 Katarina outfits planned.
There we go.
I'm so happy.
Yes.
I've brought her to trash hell with me.
Are you
Isn't
proud
it the
of me,
best when
Daddy?
you corrupt a friend and get him in?
I do it all the
I'm
time.
doing that with a friend in Ruby right now.
I did that with Rebecca too, and League.
Dude, when I get Final Fantasy 15,
Oh,
I'll play it, and then I'll just make you sit on my couch and play Final Fantasy 15.
I want to touch Prompto Argentum.
I corrupted Natasha
I
to
want
Final
to
Fantasy.
touch
Okay,
and
but that-
Zach there.
Let's just get into the Final Fantasy 15 there. How much of a freaking tease was that whole
Those
thing?
motherfuckers! Natasha,
Okay.
you can't even talk about this. You don't understand. You do not understand the
Like
feelings.
they put out that
I
thing
just love
years ago that was
Prompto.
called Final Fantasy 13 Versus. Then
Final Fantasy Versus 13. That was at E3 2006.
Yeah.
Which was, I'm pretty sure that was the same E3 that 13, like the actual 13 was announced at. I'm not
Uh-huh.
sure though.
So you're saying Square Enix is a bunch of cock teasers?
Yeah, that's basically Square Enix. And like,
And
where
then-
are
and
the
then-
girls? Where is my pussy squad? Like, we have the dick
Food Squad. That's me, you, and Maddie.
Yeah, that's true. We're
Squad.
yeah, like Nat and a group of friends and I are planning on doing female versions of the main cast of 15.
I'm Prompto
I'm Noctis.
because I'm the one that has the snakeskin pants. I just
they're
like cosplaying
leopard print.
people with...
They're leopard print
I'm gonna make it snakeskin.
and transparent.
Exactly.
But
I just
yeah,
like characters with horrible taste in fashion and really quote-unquote edgy, like scene boy attitudes.
Me?
So does that mean you're going to get into Shaman King?
I've never heard of Shaman King. Isn't that a Shonen Jump?
It is a Shonen Jump
Yep.
property.
Shonen Jump is trash.
Okay, I'll have the Shaman King discussion with you. I love the manga. The manga's fantastic.
Yeah, just straight up don't get me into Final Fantasy 15 because I can talk for so long.
There we go. Just kind of Shaman King, like Tim. It was one of the animes that was out when I was getting into anime. The problem was I watched it as a 4Kids production.
Oh no!
Did you mean Ryuko in the 4Kids production of Kill la Kill holding a craft scissor at the sky?
There you go. So basically, Shaman King, it's a tournament-style anime. Everybody has a ghost partner. And it starts off that they merge with their ghost and like inherit their abilities. So the main character, Yo...
No homo, though.
No homo. No homo at all. There's some total homo in it.
Yay!
We're cousins.
So say, the main character's name is Yo Asakura, and his partner is a samurai. So when he and the samurai merge, he becomes an amazing swordsman.
Which one's the bottom?
There we go. It's Midamaru, the ghost, is totally the bottom because he does refer to Yo as Yodono. He calls him master.
Oh, yes.
Oh!
He calls him master in the feudal
Let's
style.
be real here, though. Yuri is life.
There you go.
Yuri's life.
Getting to the main point of Shaman King. One, terrible fashion sense. One guy named Bokuto no Ryu of the Wooden Sword, has a haircut that basically comes out 5 feet in front of him in a very... It doesn't come to a tip like that, but it is phallic.
Mondo?
Huh?
Mondo? Wada?
No.
Danganronpa. He has his hair looks like a corn hat,
Okay.
but people always make phallic jokes about it because it's literally it looks like a curly corn. It goes out to a point in front of him, and as he moves, it waves around and stuff.
That's Ryu's hair, and basically he dresses like I don't even know how to describe it. It's like all of his suits were bought in the 70s.
That's incredible.
His lapels could let him glide basically. And let's see. It gets into some weird stuff. Like the 4Kids version had to take out because it came off like super racist. Like the fact that the one African American character is named Choco Love.
My boy.
Better representation.
It's not as bad as
Oops.
throwback to Mr. Popo in Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Oh my god.
I remember seeing him come up on the screen when I was about 4, and I turned to my dad and I was like, "That's not okay."
At 4 years old, that's not okay. But yeah, and then there were just way too many. Like the funniest part really was what 4Kids did to it and the way they changed names. Basically, Ryu was changed to Rio, and he talked with.
You mean like when they made
talked with a
the
Mexican accent.
Avatar: The Last Airbender
Okay.
live-action movie and called him Ong?
Why was everybody's name mispronounced?
Dong!
I just drank to forget that movie.
I don't even want to think about that
I wanted
movie.
to take up drinking to forget that movie.
Same.
But yeah, it was definitely one of those. Like the North American version of Shaman King, they changed. I don't know if they had to. It was actually kind of stupid. Like one of the characters' names is Horohoro. He's from Hokkaido, so they kind of have names like that. His name in the English dub, Tray Racer.
What?
How did you get that? Yeah. I guess because he was a snowboarder, they had to give him a cool snowboarder dude name.
Me, honestly.
Yeah. Or best one ever. Okay. The villain is named Hao, which is a title meaning the best, basically.
Dokumash?
I'm the best.
There we go. In English, his name Zeke.
Zeke!
I knew a guy named Zeke once.
Yeah.
He was white.
Okay.
Why is
That's
my
all I
dress
know
doing
about
that?
him.
That's all you know about him, man. Alrighty. We spiraled away from that League conversation. Just the only questions I just kind of wanted your opinion on. Why do you think League blew up?
I think, I guess it kind of has this stuff. You have to think the certain things have to meet certain criteria for what would, fit in with a certain generation of people. And I think the fact that it's so easily accessible, it's free, it has a big roster of characters, all of the, like, even though the females a lot of the time are pretty much the same body type, like big boobs or whatever, there is, like, a couple other chicks that are, like, different. And so it has a lot of appeal and stuff like that. And, like, I find they're characters that can be both found, like, empowering, but also, like, sex appeal. But at the same time, it's, like, a game you can play with other people. And you don't need a big team, like Battlefield or something, where, like, whereas at the same time, like, you can't play Battlefield and go on the server of, like, 32 people by yourself because it's hard to, to converse with those people. Whereas League, you can solo queue constantly. I don't like to solo queue because I get harassed a lot because people are just, like, freaky. And,
That's why I'm a bot scrub.
but then, like, I generally do, like, duo queue with, like, Mira or another friend or something because I either like to be supported or support. And I think just the fact that it has so many different positions and different ways to play and different strategies, I can see why it would have blown up because it's, like, it just has everything that a lot of people in the general gaming community would like. I guess you could call them the people in the, like, fuckboy squad.
boys?
Yeah. Like Call of Duty.
Gamergate.
But I also really like League because I just like the character designs a lot.
Same. That's why I started playing.
That's like why I was.
A lot of people
Basically,
like
I
them,
can't
yeah.
play because my internet at home sucks.
Oh, no.
I got to the tutorial. I'm like, I could see this being fun. It's kind of like it's more strategic than I thought it was. Like it's more about capturing stuff than I thought it was more combat. Like, and just kind of curious. And oh wait, we're gonna.
All right.
No,
Oh,
no. Oh,
you're the worst daddy.
Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Did you take the last chip? Was that the last one?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. The bag of Sun chips that I am now getting on audio. They've cleaned me out.
You're gonna kill all the listeners, Mira.
Yeah, just like ruffling bag there. Okay.
I hope that gets in the velvet of your Ash costume.
There you go.
You motherfucker.
Chip dust and velvet. Ooh.
There's no velvet in this.
It's the back then. It's all fuzzy.
Micro suede.
It's not micro suede.
Yeah.
Whatever. I hope it gets in your suede.
Motherfuckers.
I can't see it. I can't judge that fabric because I haven't
Do you
really
wanna touch
touched
it?
it. Yes, let me touch it.
Touch me.
All right.
Here, okay.
Natasha's trying to
Where's the tape?
reach over an end table. And feel the fabric?
That is micro suede.
Yeah.
Ha!
That is confirmed. Okay.
Micro suede confirmed.
Microswede confirmed.
My massive dong confirmed.
Gigantic OTN confirmed.
I'm Vocaloid trapped.
We need to do laboratory.
Oh man, I'm just there's just gonna be so much dead air because I'm laughing. You two. Oh my god. So, we're coming up on about an hour here, so we could probably wrap this
My
up.
panel's in like less than half an hour.
Yeah, so we'll let you go and get set up, and good luck with your panel. Sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm nervous, but I think it's showing promise.
Nice. So very quickly, what's next convention for you? Is it gonna be KatsuCon?
KatsuCon
Yeah.
is my next convention. But for Toronto people, in a week, I'm in a maid cafe for the cosplay hangout.
Yeah, that's right. I tried to get you in on a shoot of ours, but you're busy.
I know. I felt so bad. You were like, "Do you want to do a cool shoot?" I'm like, "I have former commitments."
It's
And I like to stick to the stuff I originally commit to,
Yeah.
just because being the flaky friend isn't always fun.
Yeah.
I'm fine with other people being flaky, but like when I flake out on something, I literally will beat myself up for like 3 days and just be like, "I can't believe I'm such a shit."
It's like, hey, maybe I can rope Mira into that one.
I don't know.
No, I have a shoot next Saturday going on.
Oh yeah, I'm busy next Saturday.
Okay,
sorry,
that's cool.
Colin.
It's cool. It's gonna be red and pink costumes, and
Yeah, I don't have anything.
for a certain holiday. You have Cinder, so
I guess.
that's true. Anyway, so just where can the people find you online and all that stuff?
I'm at Purblind, Purrblind on Twitter, Twitch, even though I don't Twitch stream yet. DeviantArt is Purblind Cosplay. Instagram is Purblind like the ones before. And my Facebook is Purblind Cosplay.
Yeah, you got them right across. That's you got a good name when.
The only thing I switched for other social media, just so it's like harder to find, even though not really. It's just kind of like my Twitter and stuff like that, just because like I do put a lot of personal stuff on there.
Shitpost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put a lot of personal stuff on there just because I'm having a good time. I'm having fun, and I don't really want to separate the two of them. At least not yet.
There you go.
So I just have the 2 R's because I thought it was funny because we always made the joke that I'm like a kitty, right? I'm the kitty, so I was Purblind because I'm like, hey, it's like a little kitty.
There you go. And Mira, where can they find you?
I'm Becketry, Becketry, and I'm that across the board. I have a flavors.me. You can find that. I'm easy.
I need to make one. God
Yeah,
damn.
mine looks really good because I have a photo of her as the background and it just works.
There we go.
Works.
There we go. Alrighty. So with that, we'll be wrapping up this Otaku Crypt podcast. Thank you to my guests for making time
Thanks,
today.
man.
Not a problem,
I just had to get you. 'Cause
Thanks
I
for
knew this
the
was going to be
It's not
insane.
like I've had a full schedule or anything. I haven't.
Yeah, that's cool.
I haven't even had a shoot today.
There we go. There we
I
go.
shot like once and then my second
And
time.
thank you for this. Will be the first one I'm going to have to mark explicit. So thank you.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
so sorry.
I should
that
have known better. I know you
swear too
guys,
much.
and you curse like a small sailor, but
I got it from
You're-
my mama.
it's very
My mother is like a theater director. I swear so much.
there we go.
I'm so sorry, but not really.
Yeah,
honestly, like if you ask me about Sword Art Online, what did you expect?
There we go. It's cute girls' dirty mouths,
Yeah.
There we go.
That's
So
me.
there we go.
Yes, boss.
All right. So thank you everybody for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. Leave your feedback on these and tell us what you thought of it, and Natasha will probably find the comments and respond scathingly to them.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Good night,
Awesome.
my
From
sweet
the bottom
memes.
of my heart.
Alrighty. So yes, live from Toronto, Ontario.
It was fucking
This has been another
dust
Otaku
in
Crypt
my
podcast.
chocolate.
I am Joshy T.
Did I rip my
Thank you so much. Signing off.
Wait.